Boom! Welcome to Flying Can Ranch in Athens, Texas. Earlier today, I actually did a review on a airsoft sniper rifle. Unfortunately, the bolt will not lock back anymore. I made a little video about it, and maybe somebody that knows something about airsoft rifles can tell me or give me a guide on how to fix it. I tried to remove the trigger assembly, but that's not happening. It's like it's not catching the trigger sear, and then when you let it go, it just slams back forward. So maybe we'll get somewhere with it. Another thing I'd like to address is one of my viewers said, well, can you fix your camera so we can see what you're showing instead of waving the gun around aimlessly? Unfortunately, at this time, sir, I do these on my cell phone, and it's kind of about the only way I can go about it. Without further ado, I'm going to show you something that's the same, but not the same, but is the same, but isn't the same. So last week, I reviewed this absolutely wonderful Beeman air rifle. I believe it was last week I did this one. And I come around like that. I'll show it to you. And this was the one that was in this stock, and it had this kind of a scope stock on it. Sorry. And then I may have reviewed this, but I'm going to explain to you why I think it's a different gun altogether, because I think that is the one you can swap the barrels on. This one, however, is an absolutely beautiful wood stock, and it looks very, very good. And we'll come down this way and you can see it, and we'll come back around this way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love wood. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the composite stocks, but something about wood. I've said it before. So we'll come down this way, pretty much the same game, and we will come down this way and you'll get to the end of it. But there is a big difference between the three that I have reviewed. So this will be the third one, because the one I had before that I reviewed, somewhere right here on the stock or up in here, I think it was right here, is sort of like a brass plate that says Beeman. This does not have that. So without further ado, let's move on to some specs. Beeman Sportsman RS2, which is what that one is. But this is in the 177 caliber only. You cannot swap the barrels on this one. It is solidly this gun. Okay, it's a 177 caliber. Say it does 1,000 feet per second. The overall length of the gun is 45.50. Barrel length is 18.50. And the gun weight is 6.90. Now, again, this one has a fully adjustable green style fiber optic. You can take it for windage and elevation. They got that nice hooded red fiber optic right there. As I've said before, I love them when they're protected. This does have a two-stage non-adjustable two-stage trigger, which I'm very happy with. I've only shot this one time, and we're going to do a shooting review because I got her hitting pretty good. And it also has the automatic safety. So, you know, of course, back is safe, forward is fire. This one does come with a good rubber butt pad. Like I said on one of mine before, there is no checkering or anything around here, nor up in the front. And it's a break barrel rifle. You can just pretty much, you know, it's not hard to cock it. Swing it on down. Find yourself a pellet. Put the pellet in the hole. Close the gun. This will be kind of loud in the shop, not so much loud outside. And here and there you go. Now, in all reality, I can get away with this where I'm at. If you're in an urban area, I've said this before, neighbors close by or somebody just likes to, you know, fire up with you, or you're not being responsible with a good backdrop, I probably wouldn't get this shot off, but I like it so far from what I've done with it. I had to raise the scope up quite a bit to make it do its thing. And just to be curious, I want to read something here. Beeman Precision Air Gun, Santa Fe Springs, California. It is made in China. Just going to say. I'm telling you, almost every air gun you buy now is made in China. So it is what it is. But I want to put together a shooting review. See how this thing works. This is really just a good basic all-around stock. Fits up to my hand very, very well. I like it. And it's very comfortable. Doesn't seem to have a lot of kick to it. But I'm going to be very honest with you. If I keep this one, I'll probably put a much better scope on it. These aren't too bad on both of them. I think I kept the Beeman scope. Yes, I did. I think, yes. This scope looks a little different. Yeah, they're about the same size. And you can adjust that back here, you know, to turn this. And then you have another adjustment right here on that scope. So usually when you buy these, they come with these scopes. And if you remember well, let me set this down while I won't crash dive it. If you can tell, I had to wind this one back a little further toward this piece. Now, I like this gun too. It does have that same silver trigger. There's something else I want to say about that trigger. But a little bit different sighting arrangement compared to the other one. It does have the hood up there at the end. But both of these, you know, this does have the piece around here that kind of grabs the finger piece. It also sat well in my hand. I had to lean a little bit forward. I swear to God, every time I pick this up, the scope looks candid, but when I get out there, it doesn't. Strange. But both of them are good guns. So, without saying much more, we're going to take this one outside. One thing I want to say is these have a little bit of a, it's going to be hard to see, a little bit of a grooving inside that trigger for, you know, for your finger, so to speak. And if you look around in order to look at them, you can actually buy a little, like a little hex bolt. You can put trigger boots and stuff on like this, make it a little better. But we're just going to do it right out of the box. This was a used item that I got my hands on. I bought this one off of eBay. And we're going to see where it goes. So, that's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. We're going to get together a shooting review. I might get Mom and go ride a bike today. Let's see how it works out. Later.